I don't have any money. What I have is a particular set of skills. Skills that would make me a nightmare for someone like you. If you don't let the girl go, I will track you down, I will find you, and I will kill you. Yay!
Where's the beef?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Beefcast. I am Brandon, and this week we've got something special for you guys. I've talked about their show in the past, but today joining us as our guest is Caleb from Netflix and Swill.
Hey, it's your boy. It's me, Caleb. I do a podcast that is other than this podcast.
He is in fact the boy.
Please care about it.
Please. Link in the description. But also joining us are, the usual two, much less special, Zach and also Weaver.
Whatever.
All right.
I wanted to disagree, but yeah, I'm not special, so you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've well established that over the course of how many episodes is this?
We're like Paul Rudd tier, and Caleb's like above tier. We're like Paul Rudd. You and me, Zach.
You always use Paul Rudd. Okay, wait. You always use Paul Rudd as a baseline for things. Why? I don't get it.
Because he's a fucking vanilla actor. Like you see him in shit, and you're like, okay, it's a Paul Rudd movie. Like,
yeah,
no big deal.
Paul Rudd's one of those people who doesn't really act. Like, he just is himself in every movie.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I saw Ant-Man like 3 years ago. I was like, okay, this is a Paul Rudd movie.
He's like a Will Arnett type. Like, Will Arnett doesn't act. He's just Will Arnett in movies.
So would you say that in Ant-Man he was small Rudd?
True, he was very tiny for
wasn't even
60% of the film.
Excuse me as I try to find out what the best spot on my wall is to put my head through.
Anyway, so given that Caleb does a podcast all about movies and the like, we figured we'd just sit around and talk about movies today. I got a few spicy discussion questions that we can talk about. Just, talking about our favorite movie-related things and maybe even some stuff we hate because, as everybody knows, we like to talk about shit we hate here.
True.
So I think instead of talking about everybody's week, because quite frankly I don't care about how everybody's week went, I'll give this time to...
Oh, come on! I have a big announcement.
Jesus, all right.
Let the boy make his big announcement.
Make your announcement.
Come on!
Fine.
We gotta hear it.
I quit my horrible job, and now I'm going to be podcasting full-time. That's not true, but I did quit my horrible job.
Yay.
Oh, shit.
Maybe you'll actually make something now. Like content.
Shut up. Okay, let's move on.
Dude, I've been bugging you about this for literally a month. More than a month.
But guest, we don't have to fight.
Anyway, I figured I would give Caleb a little time to shill his snake oil and just essentially talk about what his show's about. And, if you guys are interested, go and check it out. Links will be in the description to all their stuff. But yeah, so if you want to check it out, go right ahead.
Thank you.
Anyway, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I host a podcast called Netflix and Swill. Basically, we watch and review, like, it's current Netflix releases. So we try to watch stuff, like, pretty soon after it comes out. So we'll pick a topic, we'll watch it, review it, and we drink shitty alcohol and just generally make fools of ourselves. We publish every Tuesday. We're, I think, up to 95 episodes now. So we've been doing this for a little under 2 years, consistently every week. It's maddening. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Listen to it if you're interested, I guess. You can also find me on the Loot Quest RPG podcast, where we are playing the Star Wars role-playing system from Wizards. And I play 38 Double D, who is a sex robot turned criminal mastermind.
Ooh.
All right.
Also enjoyed the Loot Quest Adventure Time themed Lodo.
Oh, hell yeah. Now, like, a real question, though, like, how do you feel about the Netflix original series Real Rob with Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider derp de derp until one day de derp de derp de derpy derp. I haven't watched it. I have no fucking interest.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
it's the
fair.
greatest thing since fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I imagine that it's just surreal as fuck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You feel like you stuck your head through the door into the Twilight Zone and you're just having a look around.
Yeah,
It's
Rob Schneider's fever dream.
Yeah, like it's just 90% him going around being an asshole and getting away with it. Just no
Oh, yeah.
repercussions whatsoever.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
you, I'm Rob Schneider, derp a derp.
Yeah, and like I don't
Shummer, Rob Schneider is a carrot.
like I don't understand.
PG-13.
I don't understand what he's supposed to be going for with it, because it's like, okay, is this supposed to be how you really act? Are you just really a huge dick all the time, or like is this supposed to be a parody?
He's
of
just
yourself?
like ascended to a
He's
new
probably
level.
just a huge dick all the time. Just,
Yeah, his fucking claim to fame is that he's friends with Adam Sandler. Fuck Rob Schneider.
Fuck Rob
Sandler is
Schneider.
keeping many careers afloat.
You can do it.
I'm glad
How
that
about you can't.
I'm glad that Caleb
Fuck
started
you,
the
Rob Schneider.
glad that Caleb started the celebrity hate train this episode instead of me, because it is always me.
And that's a bit
Fuck
complete.
you, Rob
We're done with that.
Oh man, yeah, but I don't get it. I don't know. Fuck, wow, you really derailed me with the whole Real Rob thing.
That's a great film. Can we talk about Norm of the North?
Actually, no.
That's
How
a
about
classic.
actually? Speaking of Netflix original series, how do you feel about Boss Baby, the Netflix series?
Pass.
You know, I'm gonna
Want to
admit
hear our
something.
in-depth talk about Boss Baby? Check out episode like 5 or 6 of the podcast. We actually talk to the Boss Baby. We call him, and he fucking responds. So check that out.
Yeah, he
That's fucking wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit something shameful. I watched all of it.
Really?
Because, like, I've seen the movie, and I was like, okay, what the fuck are they doing now? And surprisingly, it was just above awful. Like,
Really?
it wasn't completely... Because, like, there's a lot of jokes in there that are definitely not for kids. Like, at one point, the kid brother, and not the totally voiced by Alec Baldwin in the Netflix series, Boss Baby, the kid's like, oh, well, can't we just, like, teach him to compromise, or, you know, can't we just talk to this guy and solve our problems? And the Boss Baby's like, I didn't know you were a liberal, Templeton. I'm like, whoa.
Actually pretty awesome.
And then, like, at one point,
How's
he compares, like, dealing with someone to dealing with North Korea. So, like, again, there's a lot of stuff in there that's definitely not, like, directed towards kids. And
Yeah,
kids
right.
aren't gonna get it.
Did
Right
Ben
now, I'm
Shapiro write
watching,
the episode?
I'm watching this South Korean series on Netflix right now. It's called Busted. It's like half scripted and half like Takeshi's Castle style, like antics, fucking obstacle course,
Oh shit!
like game show shit.
I love
Interesting.
Takeshi.
But it's fucking hysterical. It's like all the people in it are supposed to be like these master detectives, and in each episode they have to solve a mystery, but they have to do like physical challenges and shit on top of it, and like most of it is just them getting the shit beat out of them. It's fucking great.
Nice.
That actually sounds genuinely interesting. Thank you, South Korea, for being such a gem.
Yeah, right.
Dude, South Korea is killing it. Like, I think it came out last year. The movie Train to Busan was like one of my favorite movies from 2017. It's like a zombie movie, but it's like a dad trying to get his daughter to safety as this zombie outbreak is happening.
Yeah, I do
I don't know,
remember.
it reminded me a lot of like the Telltale Walking Dead game, actually.
That's neat. I do remember hearing a lot about that. I never checked it out for myself, but yeah, that did sound
Yeah, I
pretty
think it might be on Netflix, so
Oh shit.
yeah, check it out if you get a chance.
Definitely.
Speaking of zombies, like, has anyone ever seen Dead Snow or Dead Snow 2?
Yes, both. Dead Snow 2, better red than dead.
how do you feel about the sequel compared to the original? That's the important
The
question.
sequel's fucking hysterical because a baby gets shot with a fucking tank and flies into the camera.
Dude, they have no.
Sorry, what?
Like, they don't give a shit in the second movie. They just fucking
No,
go
the
in.
second one's just like straight up fucking bonkers. Like they lean hard into the.
I was so happy whenever I watched that the first time. I was like, this is the greatest movie ever. They don't give a shit.
The fucking kids are just playing in the sandbox, and the fucking tank just rolls right over them.
Jesus.
That's the fucking best. I love that movie.
Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2. Check them out on Netflix now. Or probably Netflix,
Oh.
like, remove them.
Yeah, I think they might have been taken down, but we actually reviewed that on an episode of Netflix and Swill.
Oh, hell yeah.
God damn. That just sounds
That
fucking
was like-
silly. That sounds like fucking
That
like
was
Kung
like
Fu
4
Hustle.
years ago. Oh, yeah, that was like 4 years ago that the sequel came out. That was fucking amazing. Something like that.
So, we've gotten a bit away from where I was gonna go with this, but I mean that's fine. So I was just thinking, we'd fucking talk about some stuff we like involving. Sorry, I worked all day and I'm goddamn exhausted, so words are not like coming to mind that easily.
Have a Red Bull.
Haha. Sponsor, please.
Heard they give you wings.
Please
Dude,
sponsor
you
us,
can't
Red Bull.
function without your coffee. You have to have your coffee right now.
Jesus Christ!
Joke was funny last.
This is 3 weeks in a row you've done that same joke, Weaver.
Sorry. Can't help myself.
So anyway, I figured again, since the Netflix and Swill podcast focuses mostly on Netflix, just open it up and see what's everyone's favorite Netflix original series.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's a
I
hot
mean,
one.
This is
like-
why I occasionally ask for like a preview of the questions you'll be asking me. But
Oh, just
I was
fucking
talking about
answer.
like the
It's
ones
not
that
that
I've only
hard.
seen.
I mean, how would you know
What's your
it's
favorite thing you've never experienced?
Yeah, how would you
Like-
know it's your favorite if you've never seen it? What?
Okay,
I mean,
like
I have,
one of the
uh,
only things I've ever seen was like Luke Cage, and like I watched like 20 minutes of The Punisher, and that was pretty fucking epic. But I like Luke Cage.
Punisher's great.
Oh,
Luke Cage
Punisher's
is fucking
fantastic.
awesome. I'm so excited for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
When's it coming out?
This month?
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I'm really excited.
I'm hyped too now. That was a great series.
Oh, I fucking loved it. I actually like this has been pretty much since I started doing Netflix and Swill. Like the second week, we watched and reviewed a show called The Get Down.
Oh,
and it
damn,
just
yeah.
blew my fucking mind. So that's gonna be my answer. It's directed by Baz Luhrmann. It got canceled after like one season that was released in 2 parts because that's apparently what Netflix is doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I guess it got canceled because it was like 120 million an episode or something ridiculous.
Holy shit.
So like just way the fuck over
Jesus.
budget because or no, I think it was 120 million for the season. But still, it was like one of the most expensive things that they had ever done. But it's amazing. It's about like a group of kids growing up in the Bronx in like the 70s whenever hip hop was just starting to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of get involved in like doing hip hop music and just trying to survive in the ghettos and shit.
Yeah, I remember my dad telling me about that. He said he really enjoyed it. I still, for some reason, have not watched it, but yeah, it always looked pretty neat to me.
Hell yeah, go watch it.
Maybe I will.
Care about it. It's good.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Watch it just to prove.
Wait,
you
what was
wrong.
like the
I'm okay,
What was like the-
What?
what was like the first Netflix original series? That was probably like 4 years ago.
it
The
House
first original series, I think, was House of Cards.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And that's probably what I'm gonna have to say for mine. Disclaimer: fuck Kevin Spacey. In light of
R.I.P. Kevin Spacey.
in light of all that's
There we go.
happened and come out.
Well, that's
I mean,
yeah, it's one of those things that you have to separate the art from the artist.
yeah,
'cause, like,
absolutely.
the show is still very good. Like no matter how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, and that's what I was
That's-
gonna go with that. I was gonna say, I mean, it's a shame that that's who he is, because he is a very talented actor and he's been in a lot of great stuff that I really enjoy.
Who's seen American
and
Beauty?
that's why, like, American Beauty is really good.
Oh, great film.
No, that's why I was really bummed when the whole Spacey thing came out, because it was so close on the heels of Baby Driver.
Yep.
And, like, Baby Driver is a fucking great movie.
Oh, it was fantastic.
And, like, I feel like a lot of people didn't go see that because Spacey's in it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me now to kind of reconcile both of those things. Like, it's like, oh, well, he's really talented and I like his work, but just, man, he...
oh, yeah, the past year has been really hard for, like, it's been a rough
Or
year.
Kevin Spacey, right?
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one.
The fuck up.
Oh, yeah. Hands off.
Oh
Hands
my
off.
god. Anyway, but yeah, no, I do very genuinely enjoy House of Cards, and to be honest, I'm kind of wary of this last season here because I just don't think it's gonna feel the same without him.
See, this was my idea for how they could continue House of Cards after Kevin Spacey. Because he already he got fired like the day after
like
the
immediately.
whole scandal broke.
Oh, shit.
But so he already talks directly to the camera.
Mhm.
You just have another actor playing his character, and then like after the first season, or like after the first scene that the new actor is in, he just looks directly at the camera and he's like, "We all know what's going on here," and like they just kind of leave it at that.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean it has always been very fourth wall breaking in that aspect. Yeah, that
like
could
it
work.
already has that meta aspect. So
Mhm.
I just remember the fucking rib scene where, like, he gets the ribs from Freddy.
oh yeah.
That was, like, the Binging with Babish episode. That's, like, all I remember, the fourth wall breaking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did, whenever I saw that whole thing come out, I did look up, like, how does the original end, like, because, I mean, it was a British TV series at first and everything.
Yeah.
And I was
Really?
like, yeah. And I don't know if they're going to keep it the same, but if I remember correctly, he dies, like, towards the end.
I think he kills himself.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
kind of wondering how they're going to do that now.
I
But-
mean,
I don't
given
know.
the circumstances, that seems like the logical conclusion.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll write him off in some form and probably shift
Oh,
the
yeah.
focus to Claire, especially after where the
Yeah,
last
well, I
season left
guess,
off. I mean,
I've watched, like, the first two
because
episodes.
Frank's going to
that's
be
it.
going to jail, and then Claire is going to be the main focus of the show now.
yeah.
Dude, she was in fucking Princess Bride.
Yeah, she was.
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
which I think she looks better now.
she
True.
has aged very well,
I would
I will
agree.
say.
I would
Um,
agree.
But yeah, I mean, again,
the show was kind of shifting to focus more on her anyway.
yeah. But I still highly recommend all of it. All Kevin Spacey drama aside, I mean, you know, it's
Twice
like,
everything
it's a
happened.
great
It's
show.
2018 now.
It just kind of makes
Yeah.
his character seem even more like a dick, which
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
kind of makes the show more effective, I guess. So,
True.
hooray?
Yeah.
Question mark?
yeah, right.
Real life drama pouring into the fucking Netflix series. Like, that's like, super powerful.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
pretty easy to hate pedophiles, so.
Exactly.
Super easy, in fact. So, Zach, what's your favorite?
His name is Peter File.
Is that Epic
Yeah,
Rap
that's my
Battles of
favorite.
History?
Nice, Peter.
No, that's a
Nice,
joke from
Peter.
that's from the IT crowd.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah, Jen was dating a guy named Peter File.
Oh,
And,
my God.
They were just like, well, why doesn't he just move to America? Because they pronounce it pedophile.
That's true. Dude, oh, my God. Dude, IT crowd, that brings me back to, like, my fucking freshman year of high school. I watched that shit constantly. It's the
I
best show
fucking
ever.
love that show.
Do you,
Oh, that show's great.
Weaver, do you alternate between that and episodes of Big Bazinga Theory?
It was that, Big Bang Theory, and Mighty Boosh. That was like my 2010.
Oh, I fucking love the Mighty Boosh.
Exactly. This is my man.
Driving
This is
too
what we've been
hard.
waiting for,
Do you
Brandon.
love me? Are you playing those love games with me?
I was watching like the first two episodes of season 1 today. Just now.
Jesus,
man.
this crossover never should have happened.
Dude, like,
Too powerful.
are we going back to last episode?
We haven't talked about any movies yet.
We really
We're talking
haven't.
about
I mean,
guilty pleasures because, like, fucking. Can I tell you about something I did like 8 years ago? All right,
sure.
Fucking 8 years ago.
I don't
Just
know.
nobody responds.
I don't know where this is gonna go, but okay.
We're gonna
I'll tell
do
you
it
where it's gonna
anyway.
go. I was a fucking high school. I was a freshman in high school. I was a fucking nerdy kid, and I was like every Friday in February. That was the Friday night Boosh Fest. I would have like old copies of the Mighty Boosh. I would watch that. I'd marathon it, and I would just watch that every Friday night for like February. That was like my tradition. I don't know where it came from.
Wait, I'm
I don't
pretty.
know where it came from.
I'm pretty
But
sure
that
you
was, like,
talked
the
about
fucking
this.
thing.
I'm pretty sure you talked about this before because I vaguely remember you saying, "Yeah, I just watch the Mighty Boosh every Friday night alone in my room and drink a lot of water."
I drank a lot of water, and that was like the tradition. Every year in
It was a
February.
cleanse.
Boosh Fest. There we go.
Explains a lot
It's
about
out
you.
there now. Guilty pleasure.
The old boosh and douche.
Oh, yeah. That was a tradition.
Weaver was a lonely child.
What's your favorite season, Caleb? What's your favorite season?
I don't know. I need to watch the show again because like the memories have gotten hazy.
Dude, the best part of that show is the fucking, like, banter between the two characters.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you don't have to fucking watch the fucking outlandish shit that they have, but, like, the fucking banter, that was the best part of the show. Like, the just everyday chit-chat, that was what made the show.
And I, for one, am really glad that I could be here to see the start of this beautiful romance. Do you feel similarly
Now
blessed?
kiss.
For real though. I mean,
Dude, like, you
hey,
find a
yeah.
Mighty Boosh fan? That's like 1 in a million.
So here's
Give
the
you a
real
mighty
test.
boonk.
Here's the real test. Have you ever watched Frisky Dingo?
Oh, shit. I haven't.
Mm.
I'm scared.
An episode.
What's this
Oh,
about?
man. It's from the creator of Archer, but it only had 2 seasons, so
Sadly,
it
yeah.
didn't have time to start sucking like Archer did. But
Oh,
it's
shit.
basically the main character is a superhero called Awesome X, and the other main character is a supervillain called Killface. It's just like a weird fucking sitcom, sort of like it's in a similar vein to Archer, but it's like a superhero story instead of like being spies. So
Mhm.
Have you seen...
it's fucking hysterical though. Like the one episode, I guess like the showrunner decided he wanted a Scion TC, so he was trying to see if they would give him a free one. So like just every character in the entire episode just started mentioning Scion TCs for no reason. So like the fucking Killface walks in and like the one guy's like, "Hey, you're looking pretty jacked. You look like you could bench press a Scion TC."
Have you seen Mindhorn? With
I fucking
Julian
love
Barrett?
Mindhorn.
Dude,
Yes.
I watched that last year. I was like, holy fuck, this is actually really funny. Like,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
not
That's
I was not expecting that
definitely-
for Mindhorn. And
It's
it was
definitely
really
a
good.
sleeper hit for Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking hysterical.
Like, Netflix has, like, a lot of okay shows. Like, they're fucking pumping out original series, like, left and right. But, like, every once in a while, these past 2 years, they've been having really good ones. And, like, Mindhorn is one of them.
Yeah, that was one of those ones, like, there was no fanfare, like, I didn't see an ad for it or anything. I just
Oh,
came
yeah.
home from work one night, and there was a fucking banner ad for this movie called Mindhorn. I read the description, I was like, I know I'm going to like this. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched it, and I was like, man, that was the best fucking movie that I've watched.
Dude, I see Julian Barrett in a fucking eye patch. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like, this is my night tonight. Like, we're good.
Just the conceit of the character was so great, because he was
Oh,
like
yeah.
a shitty $6 million man who, like, he was captured by the Soviets, and they put a fucking lie detector in his eye so that he can see the truth.
He was honestly he was a great fucking character. Like, that was a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Like, no one's fucking
Whenever he-
explained that.
Whenever he wakes up and he has the fucking muscle suit glued to him, that
Oh yeah.
fucking lost it.
Mindhorn, check it out. Fucking Beefcast podcast. Mindhorn. Is it still on there?
Highly
Like,
recommend.
does Netflix
Oh, yeah.
still keep their fucking shit? Because, like, Netflix is so finicky.
Yeah, it's a Netflix original, so it'll always be on there.
True. Remember when fucking like Monty Python was on Netflix? Like, what happened to that? They keep changing shit. Like,
Yeah,
every month.
they're like I don't know like what their licensing agreements are, but like I imagine they just put stuff up in like certain terms, or like they don't want to just like blow their whole wad on having everything, so they like rotate content out. So
I heard they're like focusing on just like the original series and like.
well, yeah,
Hulu's
that's the thing too. Like they've become so successful that like every other company is trying to like pull all their stuff off Netflix and start their own streaming services.
yeah.
So Netflix is dumping all of their revenue into making originals.
Hulu's becoming like the new fucking like. You want to watch this TV show? Check us out. Get that
Yeah.
Spotify Duo Premium membership.
So what basically is going to end up happening is like everybody will get what they wanted the whole time. Like cable will die, and then like there'll just be a bunch of streaming services, and you can just subscribe to the one that has the shows you want to watch, just like everybody always wanted. And then some company will come along and be like, hey, if you pay us just like one bundle rate, you can have access to all of them, and then that'll be your new cable subscription.
Oh yeah, like Verve is with like anime. Verve covers all the anime shit.
Yep.
Like they're part of Crunchyroll. They ate up all that shit.
Congratulations, everybody! You're getting exactly what you wanted, and you're gonna hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Capitalism.
True though. Like I have a fucking Amazon account. I have a Verve account. I have Netflix. I have Hulu. Like this is the
Yeah.
future. We fuck like cable TV.
Yeah. The nice thing about streaming services though is like between a group of friends, like there's going to be people who have like one or two, and then like you can all kind of share amongst yourselves so that everybody has all of them.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Because like
shit.
I use my one friend's Hulu, I use my other friend's Amazon, and then like I have Netflix and HBO.
Yeah, I mean, I posted my fucking Verve account information in the group chat so everybody could use it, but only fucking Troy is using it.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick so you can cut this part out.
Jesus, Weaver.
You peed right before this.
Leave it in.
Oh, I'm leaving it in. We'll talk
It
shit on
stays.
it. No
Man,
edits.
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy in particular.
I mean, he's just the worst. You
Actually,
should
we
kick him
can
out.
use this time to let Zach finally say what his favorite Netflix original series is.
What? You mean a topic?
Oh, we're still doing that?
What a...
I
Wait,
mean,
there's a podcast happening?
yeah, I don't know.
I thought this was the random banter cast.
I mean, might as well be. No, this is just the try to find Weaver a friend cast, so we don't have to talk to him anymore. Okay, that was terrible, but
Quick,
No,
somebody
it was
somebody
bad, but
post
he's
the
not
picture
here.
of George W. Bush with the mission accomplished sign.
oh, really though.
But no, to answer that question, I've been looking through Netflix's original series, and I keep seeing ones and I'm like, ooh, I like that, but ooh, I like that too. And shit, like, I like Black Mirror, I like BoJack, I like Orange is the New Black.
I love BoJack.
Oh, but I mean, yeah.
There's
So-
too many good ones.
So I've discovered another thing that Netflix is doing, which is like kind of in the similar vein to that Busted show I was talking about. They have a lot of Japanese shows that are just like simple concept, but the show is really over dramatized.
Yeah.
So there's one called Samurai Gourmet. It's about a guy who retires from his job, and he like sees visions of a masterless samurai and goes to like restaurants and lives out his culinary fantasies. But it's like super duper dramatic for no reason.
Interesting.
There's another one called Final Fantasy XIV Dad of Light,
Wait,
where
what?
this
What?
so it's a live action show about this kid who like doesn't have a good relationship with his dad, so he gets his dad to start playing Final Fantasy XIV. He befriends his dad in the game, and his dad doesn't know that he's playing with his son. He's just like, oh, I made a friend in this game. So his plan is to go on this great adventure with his dad, and then after they beat the final boss in Final Fantasy XIV, to reveal that he has been playing the game with his son the entire time, so that him and his dad can bond. It's
Aw.
amazing. The show is perfect. Watch it.
The mere concept that idea needs to happen is just morbidly depressing, honestly.
So this isn't God of
My
War?
dad hates me. I'll play a game with him.
I mean, that's Japan
No,
for
it's
you.
exactly like it's the dumbest idea, but like they make it so dramatic and it's hysterical.
Essentially, it's just anime with real bodies.
Well, like they also like a lot of the game, like a lot of the show takes place in the game, so they have like the characters doing lines over their like avatars moving around and shit. So it's basically the World of Warcraft episode of South Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so it's basically just fucking like Red versus Blue, or like any
Yeah.
machinima. Impressive.
Oh man, fucking yeah! Final Fantasy 14, Dad of Light. It's
I
great.
just love the title.
Yeah, that
it's
is
inspiring.
the title
This is
alone
2008.
does make me want to watch it.
The title is perfect.
Damn. All right,
I
so
thought
Zach,
it was like a Final Fantasy God of War crossover. But that's good too, I guess.
Boy.
oh, he said the funny word. He,
you wanna
the
talk
word of the
about
week
some
is
movies?
boy.
yeah, I would love
No, we
to.
gotta talk
but-
about our we gotta talk about our favorite movies. That's what
Yeah.
this podcast is about.
Yeah, I would love to, but
Fuck
Weaver
up.
keeps
You're the
fucking
one who
derailing.
Train on the rail.
Hey, I'm sorry. We're talking about the Mighty Boosh. That like takes precedence over everything.
Like a goddamn toddler, you walk into a room, see a fun little train toy, and you're like, "No, it needs to be broken," and you just walked over and kicked it.
Hey, Mighty Boosh is epic. How dare you?
Brandon, control your podcast.
I mean, there's only so much I can do.
Handle your shit.
I'm just gonna kick Weaver out of the
leader
call
of this clan.
and remove
Get
from
your
group.
shit together, Summer. Get it all together. All your shit.
Put it in bed.
Put it in a backpack. And if you need to take it somewhere, take it somewhere. Like put it in the shit museum or take it to the shit store and sell it. Whatever. Just as long as it's together.
Damn,
Get your shit together.
my brain just expanded tenfold from hearing that epic reference.
Very smart now.
Can we talk about Rick and
GPA
Morty's
went up 4 points.
Squanch Tendo's epic game Accounting?
Weaver, I'm going to
That's
beat you
everyone's
to
favorite
death.
game of
Why?
2016. Am I right? 2017. When did this fucking
Going
come
beyond the disrespect Brandon counter. This is just
out? This is a new level. Like we've ascended.
shit
We've
on
already-
our mission
Disrespect
statement.
Brandon.
That's what you're doing.
I'm just gonna
Is it
hire a
bad
man
that
to
I'm
kill
considering
Weaver.
getting a PlayStation VR so that I can play the fucking virtual reality Rick and Morty game?
Oh god. I've heard it's not bad.
Okay,
actually.
I'll take the silence as a yes.
Brandon, what
I
do you
mean,
want to
I
talk
was
about?
gonna say it's not my place to judge people for what I consider bad choices.
Brandon, what's on your mind? What's really bothering you these days?
Let's
What's,
talk
like,
about the movie Zardoz.
Oh
what
my
the
god.
fuck?
Yeah, Sean Connery. Isn't it like the one with the he's into like a big head or something like that?
Yeah, it's the one where they say that the gun is good, it shoots bullets that kill. The penis is evil, it shoots seeds that create life.
When did that come out?
It's fucking
it's very
like it's
old.
from the 60s or 70s. It's a very fucking weird movie.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
Sean
young.
Picture of a
Connery.
shirtless preteen prison boy. Okay, that's weird. A pregnant woman giving birth. A man in just bandoliers in a fucking banana hammock, which is real good.
Yeah,
That's
It's
probably
in
Sean
fucking
Connery.
Thigh-high boots.
Sean
Fucking
Connery, what
thigh-high
are you
leather-
fucking
leather
up to, my
boots.
dude?
Shit, that movie's got
And a
boob in it.
fucking rat tail that hangs down to like his ass.
Dude, like, just we gotta keep it chill with like Hunt for Red October. Like after that, just chill.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I liked League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I like that movie. Fuck
I've
people
watched
who say it's
I've watched
bad.
League of Gentlemen. I've not watched League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was like the sketch
It's the
show.
sequel. No.
I've seen some extraordinary gentlemen, but never in a league together.
Dude, League of Gentlemen was fucking epic.
Never organized in such a way.
That
Brought together under
predated.
one gentlemanly banner.
Wait, like, can we talk about fucking British comedy for a
No!
second? Because
Please stop
League of
talking about
Gentlemen
British
pre-
comedy.
League
No!
of Gentlemen fucking predated Little Britain with its fucking epic jokes. By the way,
Weaver, I'm gonna
so if
kill
you're
you.
watching Little Britain and you think it's funny, fuck you.
I'm done with this. Goodbye.
All right. Weaver has now been muted. Now we may continue.
Left the room. No, I'm here, but I came back.
Okay. Weaver, you can have your speaking privileges back
Got a
now.
topic this week.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Brandon, you've gone mad with power.
And now he's just real quiet because I unmuted him.
Brandon, what is this, the Third Reich of podcasts?
It's fucking gonna
Gonna
be if you
be.
keep it up.
I'm just trying to
support
talk
it.
about funny British shows.
I'm done with the Brits.
Okay,
There's a reason we rebelled.
There's
Actually-
a reason we won the Revolutionary War. Am I right?
Okay, I will give the British
It's
credit.
funny.
1812, we beat them again. Round 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I will give the British credit. The Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret is a great show.
That is a great show. That's my favorite Netflix original series.
Wait, oh yeah, that was, I guess. Or what? They
What's
picked
that?
it up. Didn't they pick it back up?
Dude, what the fuck was season 3 though? Can we talk about season 3?
It doesn't like
That
go to
was
North
fucked.
Korea, but so for those who haven't seen it, it's basically just David Cross getting into worse and worse situations over 3 seasons.
It's amazing. You have to check it out right now. It's still on there?
Should be.
Well, pause this podcast because we're not going to go anywhere. Just go watch the entirety of that show.
Watch this entire show and then you can
Then
watch
come
our
back.
podcast.
Yeah, you're not allowed to watch it unless you've already seen that show.
Please be references.
But so if we want to tie it back to movies, I did have an idea for something we could talk about. Everybody's favorite director. Because I know,
Ooh.
you know, usually there's like, oh, what's your favorite movie? What's the best movie you've seen in the past, 2 months? But I feel like
I mean,
I
I've
feel
actually
like
been preparing for an answer for that though.
oh shit. But yeah, I mean, I feel like people don't talk about directors as much. They just talk about the movie in general. So yeah. What? So Weaver, you had an answer ready. What's yours?
Okay, like I have a very memey director answer.
It's a Quentin Tarantino.
It's Kubrick
Oh, okay.
because I just think he's fucking amazing. I
Oh, hell
really
yeah.
love
2001.
Oh yeah, 2001 was fucking amazing.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I definitely want to watch Doctor Strangelove.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I have
I
this
actually just got
fucking
the Blu-ray for that.
Nice.
I have this DVD thing of like Kubrick's best hits. I've watched 2001. I've watched The Shining. I just think he's fucking great. Like his fucking direction is amazing.
Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
I definitely want to watch that.
Oh,
Because
how have you not seen Full Metal Jacket?
dude, I gotta watch it though. Like I've been behind. I have to catch up. That dude, the army director died recently, right?
Yeah, Arlie Ermey.
Yeah, Gunnery Sergeant Ermey. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
he just died a few weeks ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
rest in peace, my dude. What a legend. I've seen
Yeah,
those scenes on YouTube.
He's up in heaven yelling at all the other Marines.
I've watched
Yeah,
those
exactly.
fucking Watch Mojo clips of him. Like he's amazing. Shout out to Watch Mojo. Am I right? Those are my favorite
No.
movie clips ever.
No, fuck Watch Mojo.
Outs to Watch Mojo. Yeah, shame
Here's
on
a-
Watch Mojo.
Here's a top
But,
10 list
um,
of something you don't give a shit about.
Are we talking about director or movie?
I said director,
Which is
so
what we said.
Okay.
probably
Okay,
director.
Kubrick's my dude. Kubrick's my man.
All right.
He's good.
That's a good choice.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I know it's like cliche, but like, he's really good. Like, there's a reason why he's cliche because he's fucking good.
Mm. Well, hey, all right. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. This is a pretty easy answer for me. It's John Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing is my favorite movie of all time.
Very solid.
I haven't
Also-
actually seen that. I want to
Also,
see that.
you've got such classics as the original Halloween,
Mhm.
Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh, of
Escape
course.
from New York,
Pork Chop Express.
fucking They Live, which is a lot more clever than people think it is.
Mm.
Like, They Live is actually a biting criticism of capitalism and like Reaganomics, but it's also just a really dumb movie where Roddy Piper just fucking fights Keith David in the fucking alleyway for 5 minutes and just tells him to put on the fucking glasses.
Yeah.
But
Good
yeah,
times.
that movie's fucking great.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, John Carpenter is the fucking man.
Yeah.
And he's currently, I guess now, like, he doesn't really do movies anymore. Like, he's a touring musician where
Oh.
he does, like, his original compositions, like, from Halloween and shit. Because he
Oh,
always
shit.
was, like, really involved in the music for his films as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he just, like, he dances around stage and, like, just kind of hams it up to, like, techno beats and shit.
Damn.
Damn. That actually sounds pretty neat.
Yeah,
Wait,
one of my
was-
friends saw him and said he was like, it was really cool.
Was that Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China?
It was.
Yeah.
He played Jack Burton.
Mm-hmm.
You know what old
Shit.
Jack Burton says at a time like this? Who? Jack Burton. Me.
Jesus, I remember
Yeah.
watching that movie a long time ago with my stepdad.
Fucking
Oh yeah, that was like
Big Trouble in Little China is one of the greatest movies ever because, like, for the first 45 minutes, nobody shuts the fuck up. It's just like everybody shows up and they're just talking a mile a minute and just giving their own exposition. Like, the one woman shows up and, like, everybody's startled by her. And she's like, don't worry, it's just me, Gracie Law. You know, I'm an investigative reporter and I'm always sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. But, and then, like, she goes off to, like, expound on the rest of this fucking story. And it's incredible.
Damn.
great movie.
I definitely need to go back and watch it again. It's been so long.
So wait.
You cannot go wrong with Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, of course.
So Brandon, what's your favorite movie? Like, what's like the one you want to talk about?
Shit, I mean, favorite movie of all time, definitely, I mean, I have something for it later. Because, I mean, I've been, at work, I've been referencing it at such an inordinate amount recently, and it's, only like 3 other people get it.
See, I have
That's
my
amazing.
favorite movie like ready, but like I think it belonged in the last episode where we talked about our guilty pleasures.
Is it Twilight?
But it's not what you think it
The
is.
Twilight.
It's not what you think it is. It's not that.
Okay.
It's not that.
I would
Dude.
hope not, because they weren't good.
Favorite movie that you're guilty about? Is it like 50 Shades?
No, dude. Do you
No,
want to hear it?
it's no, it's actually Book Club. It's the movie about the fucking 50-year-old women reading 50 Shades.
No, dude. Can we talk
it's
about
a
it now?
joyful noise starring
Can we talk-
Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton, where they're in a church choir together.
Okay,
Oh
Anything
god,
with-
dude.
Well, no,
these
'cause-
movies, that's like my top 10, definitely.
okay.
But, like,
Weaver, we can get to that later. First, Zach and I have to talk about our favorite directors, so just
that's true.
hold on. I don't know, Zach, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I'll go, but I'll give you one chance to guess my answer.
I don't know.
Zack
Uwe
Schneider.
Boll.
Oh my god. Oh, that hurts even as a joke.
Dude, Superman Man of Steel, that was like the best movie ever, right?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just Quentin Tarantino because I'm.
Oh, it's just Tarantino, no big deal.
Just Tarantino, you know. It's,
Not like,
I mean, Zach,
Well,
Zach
I don't.
He's had
you've
like a
heard
couple
him.
of hits, you know.
yeah, maybe you never heard of him. No, Zach's just a big fan of the N-word, so that's probably why he likes it.
Yeah, my hatred of goblins it extends to others. No.
Oh shit,
What's
we
like,
didn't.
What's like the 2 universes you
Not
told
a
me
race.
about? There was like 2 universes in the Tarantino universe.
And that's why I appreciate it because his movies are divided into the categories of the movies we watch, which are things like I can't even think of what the damn movie's called. The one with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. His movies are divided into the movies that we watch, like Pulp Fiction, which, while absurd, are grounded in some sort of seeming reality. And then there are the movies that people in his movies would watch, such as Kill Bill, which are just stupid and insane.
Oh my god, dude, Kill Bill! Like the first time I watched that, I was a freshman in college. That movie fucking blew me away. That was such a good movie.
How did you only just see Kill Bill 4 years ago?
Seriously, what
Hey.
the hell?
We've been living under
Hey,
a fucking rock.
you know what? Better late than never.
I guess, but still, like, damn.
That was like the one Quentin Tarantino movie where he didn't say the N-word.
I don't
Right?
think that's true.
Probably, actually.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've never seen Death Proof, so I don't
Most
know
likely.
about that one. I watched like halfway through Jackie Brown, and I haven't seen Death Proof, so I don't know about Quentin Tarantino's N-word history.
I just posted a video in the fucking
Yeah.
chat. Go watch it.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm not gonna click on it because it'll start playing, and I don't want that on the recording right now. But
Certainly not.
Audio.
yeah, just reading the title, I know exactly where this is going.
I know that's not good. We can't.
Memes are dumb.
All right. Well, since Zach gave his answer, I guess I'll go. To be honest, I gotta say probably Edgar Wright is my favorite director.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah.
What did he do? Fight
I
Club?
mean, what didn't he do?
No, he did Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the
he did,
Dead,
Hot Fuzz.
Oh shit!
This is the
Hot
end.
Fuzz
He
was
did-
epic.
Scott
This
Pilgrim.
is, World's End, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shit.
I
Dude's
think-
got a good history.
I think
I don't-
Baby
I don't
Driver
think,
really is what
like-
sold it for me.
Baby Driver's he fucking knocked it out of the park.
Mhm.
That movie is such a masterpiece. I don't think Edgar Wright's made a movie that I haven't loved.
Yeah, honestly, and
You know what the
I
worst part
I know a
is?
lot of people accuse him of being like style over substance, but I mean, again, even watching Baby Driver, that's just not true.
Well, you know what I found out about Baby Driver that I think is really cool? Like the attention to detail is
Mhm.
amazing. But like watch the movie with headphones. All the scenes where like Baby has his earplugs pulled out or whatever,
hmm
there's a faint ringing in the background.
No
so it's like
shit.
simulates his tinnitus.
Huh? I actually didn't know
Like
that.
like just that's such a subtle detail
Oh
that
yeah.
like you know who the fuck would ever think to even do that. But
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's, you know, that pretty much proves my point as to why I like him. I mean, it's the little things, you know. It's such fantastic attention to detail while also being able to just craft a really well-rounded and great movie.
I didn't know Edgar Wright did fucking Baby Driver. I saw him in like, I watched Hot Fuzz and I watched like the last 10 minutes of Shaun of the Dead, but he's fucking good. Like
Yeah?
he's good. Like Hot Fuzz was probably one of my like top 10 films. That was
yeah.
really good.
he also wrote the screenplay for Ant-Man apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
they rotated writers a lot, but yeah, he was pretty heavily involved. But
I just love how it fucking goes from like in Hot Fuzz it goes from like fucking this calm country movie, just it fucking goes in like 40 minutes in.
Oh,
it
yeah.
just goes in.
And actually Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End are they call it the Cornetto trilogy.
yeah,
Because like there's a scene in each movie where like Simon Pegg like goes to a store and buys a Cornetto ice cream cone. But like the three movies are kind of like thematically linked if you kind of pay attention to like the subtext of it.
mm-hmm.
But
I haven't seen World's End. I have to watch that one. That's with that's with all the fucking goons like Seth Rogen, Jay
No.
Baruchel or whatever.
No, that
that's,
was This Is the
that's
End.
This Is the End.
Yeah.
Oh,
It came out
shit.
around the same time, but The World's End, they're doing a pub crawl. It's
Mhm.
Simon
Oh,
Pegg
okay.
and Nick Frost, but
Okay.
it's probably the
About
weakest
aliens?
of the three. It's the one that like a lot of people don't get down on, but it's still really good.
Wait, who's seen Spaced?
I have
I
not.
don't
Anyone?
think I've seen it.
No.
Oh
doesn't-
my god, that's like the OG British comedy that Nick Frost and Simon Pegg were in.
Oh yeah.
That one's amazing. You have to watch that one.
Hmm.
That one is so funny. Like they have like that's like late 90s, early 2000s humor. Like that shit is great. I think it's on like Hulu or something.
Well, damn. All right. Well, so I guess since we've covered that topic, since Weaver really wants to talk about his favorite movie, fuck it. I guess just I mean, yeah, Caleb already kind of spoiled his with talking about John Carpenter and The Thing, but I guess oh, that was good. Thanks for that. I needed that.
Wait, fuck. Was my mic not?
Yeah, no, you unmuted right as you did that.
No, I thought I. Oh,
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
fucking
sniffling
going
this
in.
whole episode, and I keep muting and unmuting myself to blow my nose. And
I see
oh,
fucking
no.
Discord. You fucking muting yourself and unmuting yourself. You're fucking going in the podcast, dude. You're fucking like fucking snot covered nose. That's going in the podcast.
Oh,
It's
no,
happening.
please no! I don't need that in my life.
Oh no, everyone will know that you had allergies.
Dude, it's May. Like, it's good. Oh, wait, we're in June now. Fuck.
Took a few sick bumps of Flonase right before we started. But it's
Flonase. This episode of Beefcast sponsored by Flonase.
That's 2 in a row, baby. They best give us
I
this
locked
money.
down that Flonase.
Dollar Shave Club. Am I right? They sponsor everyone these days.
Sponsored by Crunchyroll.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Blue Apron right now.
Crunchyroll. Dollar Shave Club. Fucking. I don't know what else. What's the subscription service?
Please, literally anybody, give us money.
Great.
Blue
Give us
Apron sponsors everything, and
Blue Apron. Make your meals at home like you're a normal family.
We're sponsored by
and movement
Fatheads.
watches.
Yeah, the fucking watches.
Fitbit. You're fit and you're healthy, and no one can tell you otherwise.
Movement watches. You can have great style without breaking the bank.
Wow, sound like you've done that
Sponsored
before.
by, yeah, seriously. Did you get
No,
sponsored?
I've just listened to a lot of shows that did. No, we have a Patreon, but no like corporate sponsors. We haven't sold out yet.
Yet.
Oh shit!
That's good.
Donate to our Patreon so that we can get a Patreon. Thank you very much.
Hell
Check
yeah.
out the Beefcast Patreon. Check out the Netflix and Swill Patreon.
How
Those are
about
bad.
Give
I'll
one of
donate
us
to your
money.
Patreon, and then you donate to my Patreon.
There we go.
Okay, but we'll donate $1 less.
That's a mutually beneficial relationship.
Mutually assured
Yeah,
destruction.
it's symbiotic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Speaking of symbiotic, I think I talked about it last week, but that trailer for Venom looks pretty good. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it looks cool.
Come on, dude. No.
Tom Hardy's my favorite Australian.
Honestly, I
Yeah, the
wouldn't have
trailer's
even
actually like fairly subtle too. Like I didn't actually know that it was for Venom until the title card went up.
Yeah, same. I had no idea what it was until they started mentioning the symbiote, and I was like, wait a minute.
You know
my
what movie trailer
experience-
freaking pulled that on me? Oh shit, I don't even know the title of the movie, but it's a horror movie, and it's based in like, it's either an orphanage or some sort of hospital or something, but it's a fucking X-Men movie.
Oh,
What the title
shit, is that the Runaways?
Oh
I
yeah,
think so, yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. That is
It's
that
like
is a weird
horror
direction.
vibe, and I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, that was a weird direction for them to take with it, but I mean, hopefully it works out.
When's that come out?
I don't know.
There's a band called The Runaways, so that wasn't a successful Google search.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Joan Jett and the Runaways. So anyway, as we're approaching the hour mark, figure we should move on to our final topic. I had more prepared, but Weaver decided to just fuck me and, derail for a good 10, 15 minutes. But, hey, you know
I'm
what?
helping.
Hey, you know what? Life happens, and I'm going to beat Weaver to death the next time I see him.
Life happens, and you're kicked off the podcast.
So anyway, so I figure we'll all go into just our favorite movies, why we like them as much as we do, and what they mean to us, because, cinema as a medium has a lot to it, and it can mean many things to many different people. Seeing as we're the only two that currently aren't muted.
That was gay. Hey, I'm good to save the world from my sniffly nose.
Okay. Actually, Zach, how about you go first? Because, again, Caleb already kind of mentioned his, but I'm assuming there's more detail to it as to why you like it. But,
Oh yeah.
I mean, we'll let Zach go first, because you've contributed the least to this discussion so far.
Do you want me to just sit here the whole time going... because that's what you can have, Brandon.
No, I just want you to talk to me.
Maybe if you wouldn't go play World of Warcraft with your girlfriend after... Never mind, I'm not going to do that. Whatever! But, I mean... My favorite... I actually already mentioned my favorite movie. Were you paying attention?
Nope.
Oh.
Probably. What was it?
It's Kill Bill, but only in conjunction with each other. If I watch one by itself, it's just not the same experience. I have to devote 5 hours of my day to watching both Kill Bill movies.
Interesting. And why would that be?
love them. I don't know why. They're just so over the top, and I like the genre, and it's a fun time to just watch those movies. See a old Asian man get his eye plucked out, and fucking just a group of mobsters just decimated in like 4 seconds, and then a fight between a lolly and Uma Thurman. It's just a good time.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman.
Okay, now I'm definitely gonna fucking kill you. How dare you?
Dude, I have to
Yeah,
reference
I just like
2015.
Kill Bill. Shut up. I hate you so much.
What's your favorite, part 1 or part 2?
If you had to pick.
You weren't listening.
I'm a part 1 person.
Part 2. Because part 2 provides the closure with the whole Bill storyline.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I think part 1 has more like shock value, but like part 2 is like, okay, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess I can understand that viewpoint, but I like stories, which sounds not
I mean, part 2 is
critical
really
saying
good, too.
Kill Bill's my favorite movie, that I love stories. But
Dude, we used to watch Kill Bill all the time. That was a great movie.
you and whom?
All right.
It's cool. Not responding is pretty rad
good
too,
answer.
I guess.
All right.
Dude, half the shit's cutting out all the time. I don't know who's fucking talking.
What are you talking about? Don't lie. Don't lie just because you're
I don't
sad.
know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I see green around the circle of your name, and I don't know who's talking.
Well, how about you just listen, you idiot?
I'm listening,
Oh.
dude.
You have ears? I'm sorry. Like,
Dude, I got my headphones on. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready to go.
You got your gaming headset on. You're just
Dude,
ready.
I'm ready to game. I'm fucking ready to raid. We're good.
Oh my god. Anyway,
well, we're punishing you again. Caleb, tell us about your favorite movie, since I don't value Weaver's opinion today.
Wow. Okay.
All right, my favorite movie is Star Wars Episode 1: A Phantom Menace. Sorry, I just threw open my mouth.
hard
even as a
flex.
joke.
I'm gonna say that was a solid flex there. I mean,
Dude, that was like, I have that on VHS. That's like a treasure to me.
to be
What's wrong with your furs?
to be fair though, if you watch
Hashtag yard sale.
that whole trilogy, just with it in mind that it's not Anakin's story and it's more Palpatine's story, it's a little more interesting.
How about the fucking theory that like Jar Jar is like a Sith Lord?
Yeah,
I
that's
love that
was gonna
fan
say,
fucking
that's
theory.
a weird
ridiculous.
way to say it's not Jar Jar's
And
story.
and I refer to him as Darth Binks.
Exactly. There we go. That's what makes the movie like 20 times better. It's Darth Binks.
But no, like I mentioned earlier, the John Carpenter's The Thing's my favorite movie of all time. It's for people who have never seen it, it's an Antarctic research station on basically like the onset of winter, and it's got Kurt Russell in it, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, a bunch of other actors who went on to varying levels of success. But
Wilford Brimley was an actual personality. I thought he was just the diabetes.
yeah, he's
Just
not
diabetes.
he's not just the diabetes / Quaker oatmeal guy.
Wait, he was Quaker Oatmeal?
Yeah, he was the spokesman for Quaker oatmeal for like forever.
Oh my god.
But,
This changed the world.
He fucking God, he's such a treasure in this movie too. But basically, the research outpost, they find a Norwegian outpost which is nearby has been burned to the ground. There's strange carcasses scattered around, and there's basically what they come to find out is that it's caused by a shape-shifting alien who will consume and mimic any biological tissue that it comes in contact with. So it sneaks into the base in the guise of a sled dog from the Norwegian base, and one by one starts infecting the crew members of this camp. And so nobody knows who's a human and who's a thing. And it's really good. It's very subtle. Like even like the ending of the movie is kind of ambiguous. And to this day, if you ask John Carpenter, like, so who's a thing at the end and who's a human? John Carpenter's just like, I don't know.
He's like IDK.
But there's a lot of like Rob Bottin did the special effects for it, like all the creature effects and things. which are incredible, and it's all practical effects. This was 82, I believe, when this was made. So like for the time, it's amazing, like amazing puppet work. There's one shot where they actually do like miniatures, but most of it is like full-size puppets and stuff, and like tons of fake blood and like really cool effect shots that you don't get anymore since everything's CGI.
Yeah.
But so like everybody remembers the crazy horror effects in the movie, but like that's only about 5 minutes of the movie. Like most of it is just the subtle like building tension, what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And then of course like once things finally pop off at the end of the movie, it's just like nonstop adrenaline until the end. But yeah, it's a slow burn that kind of builds up the dramatic tension and never really gives you the release until it has to. It's just fucking masterfully done. It's an absolute fucking like masterpiece. So
going off of that, like
whoa.
Oh, sorry, Zach. You go
I
ahead.
have a thing-related question.
sure.
Caleb, how do you feel about the gasoline alcohol theory for the end of the movie?
Oh, at the end that so basically the theory is whenever Kurt Russell like burns down the base at the end, Keith David's character comes back and it's just the two of them sitting in the snow. And Kurt Russell has like a bottle of alcohol that he hands to Keith David and then kind of smirks as Keith David takes a drink. So the theory is that the bottle contains kerosene because in the last scene, he was like throwing Molotov cocktails around and burning down the base. And the Thing might not necessarily know the difference between the taste of whiskey and kerosene. So it was like a test, and now Kurt Russell knows that he's the Thing. Personally, I think that scene pretty clearly indicates who is the Thing and who isn't, but not for that specific reason. So whenever you see like the base torched, like there's an establishing shot of it and it shows McCready's shack in the background, and then like there's a cut and there's another shot where McCready's walking up to where the final shot of the film takes place, and you can see his shack in the background burning down. So basically like there's a time lapse where he goes up to his shack, he grabs a couple things that he wants and then torches it. It's like presumably he grabbed his bottle of whiskey and like he has a blanket wrapped around himself and stuff, and he's just going to go hang out, watch the base burn down. So like I think that it's just a normal bottle of alcohol, but there was like the big thing, like they made a big deal of it earlier in the movie where everybody was going to prepare their own food because like even a single cell could potentially infect you and take you over. So whenever he hands the bottle to Keith David's character and he drinks it without hesitating, McCready knows that he's the Thing because he's not worried about being infected. He's already infected.
Oh shit!
Damn.
So that's my theory on it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit, sounds pretty.
Or
cut
it
and
could
dry,
just
honestly.
be like at that point because they're both gonna die anyway. Neither of them gives a shit. So.
Mhm.
I've never actually seen the Thing, but that's
Oh, it's so good. Sorry, I just gave away the entire.
Yeah, we
No,
just
dude.
kind of.
dude. I don't care about spoilers.
Spoilers. There's
Dude.
a point in the movie where they realize none of them are making out alive, and it just becomes about killing the creature. But the movie's fucking incredible. Please
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't care about spoilers at all, but like, that sounds great.
Yeah, if you wanted to do like a fucking 5-hour episode about the Thing, I would be down for it because I can just talk about that movie ad nauseum.
Hell yeah, dude.
So are we on favorite movies?
Yeah, if you were here for when I, announced the fucking topic.
I love it.
I was taking a piss.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my-
you have the bladder
You
of a
suggested
toddler.
talking about this.
Okay, sorry. But
Well-
I'm ready now.
Well, too bad because I'm
Okay.
going next. So
Alright.
you get to wait.
All right, what's yours?
So I kind of feel bad saying mine after Caleb just gave this fucking masterful thesis on why he likes the Thing and why it's a fantastically done movie, but
Brandon's favorite movie is Boss Baby because it's fun.
I mean, hey, once they dropped the cookies are for closers line, I just lost my goddamn mind.
That was a good one.
Boss Baby.
No, unironically, my favorite movie of all time is Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Oh, that's such a good choice.
110% it is Kung Pao. I mean, I have
Dude.
never seen a movie that has made me laugh harder just because of how fucking ridiculous it is. And like, again, at work, I've been just quoting the shit out of it recently.
magician. Your clothes are black. Red clothes.
I just banana Neo.
Sporin. Let me know if you see a Radio Shack.
Dude, that's like, that triggers a fucking like deep memory. I can quote that movie.
Seriously,
we are both ventriloquists. We are both ventriloquists, and we practice every day.
It's just it's such an incredibly quotable movie, and like I don't know. There's just something about it that I can watch it so many times and still love it just as much as I watched the first time.
It's just such a well done parody.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a loving parody, especially after like having watched a lot of old kung fu movies and stuff like that. It becomes that much better.
One of my favorite jokes in the movie is like so like nobody's mouth moves with the words that they're saying.
Yeah.
But they even go as far as like the dog in the movie to like make his mouth not sync up with.
Oh yeah, it's like a 4-second delay.
Like the dog, you see the dog bark, and then it lays down. You hear the grass underneath the dog rustle, and then you hear the bark.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like 10 seconds. It's the fucking greatest.
And then he killed the dog.
I remember a long time ago when my master told me there would be a chosen one. There will be a chosen one. Then he told me of the significance. It will be significant.
It's just like, I mean, I think this is just proving my point even more. Just again, how incredibly quotable and how it's just still so fucking funny.
Dude, I remember the first time it came out on DVD, like fucking. I remember I was like, dude, this movie is great. Like, I want to fucking own it. And then my friend David was like, hey, you can get a Giant Eagle on DVD. I'm like, fuck. Oh shit, dude. We can get a DVD.
Shit, what up?
So I went to fucking Eagle Video. Does Eagle Video still even exist?
No, it hasn't existed for a while.
Probably not. But like,
So-
I got Eagle Video on DVD. That shit was the greatest.
Whenever my fiance and I first started dating, I tried to show her Kung Pao Enter the Fist, and she was like, this is really dumb, and then she didn't trust me to pick movies for a little while. But I feel like my sense of humor has become familiar enough to her and like my taste in movies that like I should give it another bash.
Oh, absolutely.
And she'd probably get into it.
Absolutely. It's oh my god, just
So don't introduce this to somebody new that you're dating. Like,
yeah. I
wait
mean,
a bit.
I haven't yet.
Wait until you can trick her.
I haven't yet tried to show Jenny, but I mean, it's been about 5 years. That's more than enough.
I'm bleeding, making me the victim.
You're footing my face style. How do you like it?
Enough with the squeaky shoes.
We trained him wrong as a joke.
If you've got an ass, I'll kick it. My nipples look like milk duds.
I like to rock and roll all night.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. Come on, fries for that.
That's a lot of nuts.
He
want
just
fries with
left.
that?
He just left with nuts.
Swinging a chain. Swinging a chain.
He stands at the top of a waterfall, swinging a chain.
This episode is just a fucking Kung Pao quotes.
And that's fine.
Welcome,
If you want to
welcome
quote
to the quote-a-thon.
If you want to quote Kung Pao for 5 hours, then all right, let's do it.
This episode called Steve Odekirk's Wet Dream.
This episode,
man.
swinging a chain.
That's like that guy's stomach plug on the ground back there.
Dude, when's the sequel coming out? Like, for real?
Yeah,
Never.
Tongue
probably
of
never.
Fury. We need it. We need it.
I will say that Kung Fu
R.I.P.
Hustle is also very up there as far as Kung Fu movie parodies go for me. But yeah, I mean, just I don't know. It went for a while where like I hadn't really thought about Kung Pao that much, but recently I've just been thinking about it constantly, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably my favorite movie ever. So
What do you get when you cross an owl and a bungee cord?
my
My ass. Yeah.
Oh man.
That fucking movie.
Seriously, it's incredible. So I guess that's. Oh, is he peeing again? Because he's muted. God damn it! I was gonna hand it off to him, but
Are you muted, Weaver?
he's probably peeing again.
It's a good 30 seconds that you'll probably be cutting, Brandon.
We can just keep quoting Kung Pao. I mean,
That's fair.
but isn't Betty a
I
girl's
have
name?
just been silent because I've never seen this movie.
Tomorrow's gonna
despite
be a
being-
long fucking day. I still haven't even had dinner.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to order food here sometime soon, probably, because I haven't done that.
Sponsored by DoorDash.
Fuck DoorDash. They suck. They make you pay exorbitant amounts for fucking barely any food because they charge you like extra fees if you just try to get one thing from a place, and it's stupid.
Hashtag I am DoorDash.
That was my first DoorDash experience. I told them to call when they were in like the lobby of my apartment building, and I just get a text after like an hour just saying I am DoorDash, and I'm like, all right. It was interesting. So anyway, Weaver, how about
We
you?
all DoorDash at heart.
How about you round it out and talk about your favorite movie that you've been dying to talk about for a while now?
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, my favorite movie...
That'd be shitty.
Okay, well, let me set the background. It
Oh,
was
geez.
2012, okay? And I was a little saucy boy in sophomore year of high school. I was really into I was just getting off my 30 Seconds to Mars kick. So, Jared Leto. I was on my Jared Leto kick. And
God.
I was really big on...
It's not a kick
I was
anyone
looking
should
at,
be
like-
on.
Oh, yeah. That's not a kick that anyone should be on. Even my worst enemy. Like, you don't want to be on a Jared Leto kick. But, but he was an actor, aside from a musician. So, I was like, okay, what's his IMDb?
Is he really an actor?
Yeah. No, he's just
He-
damaged.
Dude, he's just fucking wilding out on camera, and the director's like, okay, like, I'm just gonna film this. Probably gonna make money off of it.
And that's how the Joker
Okay, so,
happened.
like, my favorite, honestly, like, a movie that I've really been into lately has been Mr. Nobody. And that was a 2009 film. And it's basically like, so you're at this point in your life, you're like a teenager, and you have to decide between like your different paths in life. So this movie deals with like the different choices that you make in life. So like I really resonated with that movie because it was like 2012, and I was like, okay, I'm like a fucking sophomore in high school. And I was like, I don't know what I'm fucking do with my life. So this movie is like speaks to me. So it's Jared Leto basically going through 3 different paths in his life. There's this one path where he's like this fucking obedient house husband. He's like a good guy. And there's this one where he's like, he falls in love with his crush. He fucking pursues after her. And then there's this one where he's like this obedient house husband that like just obeys whatever the fuck his wife says. So I was really into that movie. And it was like, it was a Belgian movie too. That was the worst part. But it was like this random movie that I watched on YouTube. I was so confused by it, but it like spoke to me. And I didn't know what the fuck it was talking about. It was this fun movie. And I was like, okay, I'm like really into this movie because it has Jared Leto in it. And it was like this 3-hour long movie. And I was like, okay, this is great. But it's basically like, okay, you're at this junction in your life and you have these 2 or 3 choices. What do you choose? And it's basically deals with like the choices that you make in your life and what you choose. And I was like, fuck. So it like spoke to me. But like nowadays I'm like, okay, well that's maybe like a little too much for me. But back then I was like, okay, I swear by this movie. This was like the rebellious teenage phase in like 2011, 2012 where you're like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to look at this movie and I'm going to go, okay, here's my chance to fucking resonate with something that like is a chance of escape, but it's not.
All right.
Well, I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
I mean, okay. Like,
wow, get fucking owned. Holy shit.
And then 2013 Jared Leto happens where it's like 2 fucking 30 Seconds to Mars albums that are like complete shit, and you're like, okay, this guy's just a fucking psychopath. And you watch fucking Suicide Squad, he's the fucking Joker, and
Yeah,
you're like,
I mean,
okay,
that's
this guy's an actual psychopath.
That's
like,
how he got casted, dude.
like,
He
did
was just
crazy shit.
fucking... Yeah, he was just too epic and random, and they couldn't not
Like-
cast him.
Here's the thing, like, this should have been the last episode during Guilty Pleasures. Like, up until 2012, I was a fan of Jared Leto.
I'm
And
sorry.
I was like, okay, this is epic.
I'm sorry for your loss of taste.
Oh yeah.
I just... You know what? No, fuck Jared
No, but-
Leto, first of all.
I mean, okay, here's
Because-
the thing though. Mr. Nobody was a good film, but it's just very it's edgy, you know? It's edgy.
As
I have a
most
theory about
things.
why you liked it so much. back then,
edgy.
Now call it too much now.
I was a fucking sophomore in high school, okay? I have an excuse.
Wait, Zach, what was your theory?
I think that he liked it so much in high school and thinks it's too much now because in high school it focused so much on making the right decisions and where they can lead you in life. And you were in high school where you think your decisions matter, but really they have little to no.
Oh,
bearing.
dude, I was like,
Unless you commit a major
Such
crime.
a serious thing. These
I was like,
problems
Now that you're
matter.
actually like graduated from college, you're like, no, this is too real. Life has consequences, and I just.
I
like
was
it.
like
So
16.
Now you're
Damn.
afraid of it.
I was 16
Damn, my brain's
years
large
old.
now.
I was I was 16 years old and I was like, okay, like Jared Leto has like a suit on. He's serious right now. Like this
Really
isn't a
just
fucking
tells me that
game.
you want to fuck Jared Leto.
Yeah, I mean, that's all this
Kung
is
Pao
pointing
seems like a really good choice now.
to. Like, even better. Are you implying that
fucking with you,
it
I'm
wasn't a
sorry.
good choice? No,
I mean,
I'm
Kung Pao's like a close second.
no, I'm very glad that you've latched onto bullying Weaver as well, because it's kind of a thing.
It's our hallmark, really. It's,
I mean, Troy hasn't been here for like the past 3 episodes, so
That's
we
true,
need a
yeah.
bully target.
Somebody needs to get made fun of relentlessly.
True.
Oh boy, what a fucking mess of an episode. Just,
You're welcome.
I mean, it's not
Hey, I
even.
think we can cover some good topics.
you. Honestly, I'd blame Weaver on most of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow.
I apologize that this is your first experience being on the show. We'd love to have
That's
you
all good.
back. Anyway.
Let's do the Mighty Beefcast, I guess. That's fine.
Yeah, really.
It'll just be exclusively the Mighty Booth. We'll talk about old Greg. We'll talk about fucking trapped
All
in
those memes
cabinets.
that everyone knows. Okay. Good time.
Anyway.
I don't know. I think the Crack Fox is my favorite.
Oh yeah, he's a classic. What's your favorite season 2 character though? Is it old Greg or is it
There are better times to do this.
Old Greg's pretty good.
old Greg's classic? That was what fucking first introduced me to the Mighty Boosh.
I got a man China.
This is fucking flashlight. I'm old Greg. I do watercolors.
You saw my downstairs mixed up. This one's Bailey's, and this one is Bailey's, and this one is as close as you can get to Bailey's without getting your eyes wet.
That's very good, sir. Thank you, sir.
What do you think of me? I don't really know you, Greg. Make an assessment. I think that's my favorite part from that.
Oh yeah, it's the fucking banter between the characters. That's the best part of the show.
Oh, Jesus. This is a.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Anyway.
I think we should probably wrap this up.
Oh, yeah. It's been fun. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Again, we'd love to have you back. Hopefully next time it won't be as messy.
It's all good.
You mean
Still-
epic, right?
Life is messy.
That is true. If there's one thing to take away from this, it's that life is messy and your friends will ruin your podcast at any given moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Again, check out Caleb's podcasts, Netflix and Swill, and the other one that I forgot
Loot
about.
Quest.
There, that's it. Loot Quest. I'll
the other
Sorry.
where I play a character who is a robot that fucks.
Yes, the sex robot part I remembered, but the title, not so much.
Wow, Brandon.
I mean, okay, out of all the details there, what do you think you're going to remember the most? Anyhow, yeah, check out Caleb's stuff. Links will be in the description. But yeah, again, thanks for coming on, and thank you all for listening. I'm sorry. See you next time.